Hey guys, hello and welcome to a new video. This time the first case from the Microsoft Excel World Championship local chapter in India. It was an old case from 2023, but I wasn't part of Excel ESports at that time. So I never did this case before, but somehow was able to score full marks. And yeah, I never did this case between the qualification round and now, but yeah, let's do it. Okay, no instructions. I don't like those instructions. Okay, here's the statistics. And it's a first number times 250, then second number by 5, and third number by 500. So text split, multiply with haystack, 250, 500. Yeah, same answer. And can be tracked down. Points for player in week. So we look up two-dimensional fast. Players. Row is player name and column is week and week number. And we then use this will lead to an error, but we then use our formula. Okay, level 2 also done. Total score for a team in a given or in between a given week. Okay, data table. So all players that are part of this team. Text join. Too far. We can also track this. Okay. Then we do an XLOOKUP for the teams. Yes, I know we're missing the team here. And then we XSplit, but by column. Okay. So here we have the team members. Here are the weeks. Sequence. Rows is text after. Minus text before. Plus 1. Start with text before. Okay, and then map and use this formula here. So this then first gives you the Score week map. Excel is too slow. Lambda A. And now convert this into points. X. Yes, I'm not allowed to use sum here. Let's L for lookup value, and then input L here. Still, yes, of course. That's not good. I want to have let here. X. Here we go. Now this is fixed. And the sum. And data table this. Data table. So. Everything right. Delete the data table. Now, play against each other each week. The team that scores more fantasy points win each of the 16 games. Again, data table level 4. How many weeks are in there? 16. And then I want to have the team members for the first team and the second team. And then basically use this formula here. Why is this not working? But fix it. Okay. Now when does a team so how often is team number 1? Does team number 1 has more points than team number 2? More or equal? Larger or equal than this. Okay. And then data table this. The good thing is, since I have used here some single cell formulas, I was quite fast with adjusting it. And everything is right. Ta-da. Okay. Two teams play against each other each week, and only the top 6 players are counted. How many points did the team with the most wins across the given week scores in the same weeks? Okay, so basically, use my level 5 data table, and then use here the formula from level 3, adjust it, and then okay, is this turbo with pyro? Let's let this as it is. Yeah, let it as it is. And now which team will win? First, sorry. First the 6 largest, so some large sequence 6. Yeah, now we can use to call. Okay, this larger equal this. Okay, so if this is larger than rows divided by 2, then 1, otherwise 2. 2. And then x look up this number in here, returning this here. This will spill, and then we will sum it. And this is then our result. And now we data table this. Oh, again the data table will not calculate. But let's try if saving will help. Not lambda library. Sorry. Otherwise, it will be an hiccup. No, will not work. You see, it's dynamic, but the data table will not calculate. How do I do this? Manual or VBA script? VA script. Hi chat. Oh, it's loading. VBA script. Input take number or input 71 to 100 in cell B1. Save in cell save result from cell B4 in cell B5 to B43. But please, Excel team, get your stuff done and fix our errors. There are that many errors we're currently facing. We do not want new fancy stuff. We first want the existing stuff to be reliable. Okay. Ah. Okay, this will take shortly. I should have said screen updating false, but yeah. Okay, it's done. Nearly as a data, it's the same as the data table. Okay, all levels solved. Let's go to the bonus question. How many fantasy points were scored during the highest scoring week of the season? All players. Check its side 16 times. And then maximum. How many fantasy points did the highest scoring team accumulate during the season using level 5 scoring rules? Okay. So team and 6 size per week. How do I want to do this? I have here all the players. I can say from which team they are. Team. XLOOKUP, star, and name, and star in team column returning team name. Wildcard match. Okay. Now unique teams. large filter is if this equals team name. And here I want to fix the rows. And then large sequence 6 and sum. And now we track this aside and down. And then by row sum will lead to the maximum points for the team. Crazy. Okay, what is the fewest number of points what is the fewest number of wins a team would have if every team versus team permutation of the season was performed using level 5 scoring rules? Oh, team 1 is playing against every team. Okay. So every team versus every team. Normally permutations are not the problem. Up to number, how many teams do we have? 16. 16 use only 2 numbers. So every team plays versus every team. Mm. Okay. Level 5 rules, but every week. So somehow this. Why is this? Here we go. And then sequence 120. One leads to, let's look up this in here, returning those teams. And then I need index of team names. And now sequence 16. Should work. XLOOKUP team B and team E. B and E, no, A and D. A and D. A and D. Here we go. A, D, D. And of course, the right cell. Now the number of wins. So if this larger or equal and this, then 1, otherwise 0. And sum 8. 8 is then the result. Sequence 20. 8 is our result. Let's try if data table will work here. No. Great. Excel team, you have work to do. And since it was not only with my Excel, but also with other people's Excel, E is the input cell, row number is 29, and it's H. And age 28. Okay, it took me longer than my original attempt. Somehow. Okay, I'm still calculating. Are we finished? No. And with data table, you will see it when it's finished or not. But now, minimum is 2. Might be. No, wrong. So by team. I'm an idiot. Reading. Okay, since we have every permutation here in double the amounts and we count the wins of one team. We simply count the wins of every team. Oh. So we then need to count this as wins for this team and 16 minus this as wins for the other team. And then we group by VStack, VStack, sum -2. And we get 2 -1 or 2, yeah. And we get to 63 for team 4, which is then the answer. Sorry for my confusion. So anyways, thank you for your attention. I hope round 2 will also go that well. And yeah, see you next time on my channel. Bye.